Welcome back, Scale Modelers SMKR. This is your host, Steve. I'm super excited because I received issue 2 of the Eaglemoss Aston Martin DB5.
Bond. James Bond.
Welcome back. With this issue, we get a lot of stuff with this. I'm really surprised how much they actually send you for this subscription. But obviously you get the magazine with issue 2, and as a bonus they give you 4 sheets of the blueprints. Now look at these a little bit closer. I think it's really cool. And look at the parts here. We get the hood so far for the DB5. Aston Martin is one of my favorite cars out there. I'm a big fan of James Bond, so this is I'm just floored to be able to build this and review this for everybody here in the US. I highly recommend you subscribe to this. I'll put a link below in the description on how you can subscribe to this. It's great value for the money, and I think after this is built, it weighs like 20 pounds. So it's a super model car to have and display on your shelf. So then we get some parts of the engine, and we'll look at those a little closer. We get one of the tires, and it looks like maybe the armrests for the center console, and then it looks like we get the James Bond toolkit, right? It includes a gun, and it looks like we get we call it the sunroof section. So I'm gonna get these parts pulled out and lay them out for you. We'll assemble the first issue, and I'll show you the blueprints also, so stay tuned, and thanks for watching, everybody. This is fantastic. I think you'll enjoy this new series. So here's the magazine for issue 2 of the Eaglemoss DB5, and we'll look through the magazine here real quick. They go ahead and tell you how you can order this series on the cover here, and then first thing they show us all the parts that are included with issue 2. We get the bonnet, cylinder head, the fan system, driver wing mirror, the tire, weapons console, roof panel, and weapons drawer. And the parts, they get into detail on why you're getting these parts now, and you're really going to assemble them later on when we get the body. And moving forward, they give us parts of the engine and showing you how intricate and how detailed the engine can be here, along with your spoked rims, knockoffs, tires. Really cool here. And then our weapons console over here, and detail on how it gets installed inside the interior, along with one of the mirrors. We'll get one of the mirrors that's mounted on the, looks like on the passenger side. And we get the roof panel and weapons drawer. Looking at the weapons drawer there, they give us all the parts for that. And then they talk about the making of From Russia with Love, developing a formula. Moving forward in the magazine, there we go. And we get more about it. Of course, they talk about contemporary landscape of 1963. They get into Martin Luther King there a little bit. Sean Connery, 007, flamboyant. Great photography here. And more about the book to screen, how the masterful editing made the movie what it is today, and an article about Daniela Bianchi, very beautiful lady right there, and an article about James Bond in Istanbul. When I was in the Air Force, I actually flew through Istanbul, but I never got to visit or sightsee while I was there. And Lati Lenya, and Pedro Armendariz. So I like that. They're giving us a little bit about all the actors that were in all your Bond movies with these issues. So there you have it. That's the magazine. Next, we get 4 sheets of these blueprints here, and they're on very high quality paper, I must say. And it's just a very large fold out. It's probably going to be hard for me to show you this on my bench, so I may have to show you another way if I can. But there we go. We'll fold this out, and wow. So these are the actual size of the car, all the pieces and parts. Very cool. You can see just how big these parts are compared to my hands, and super cool. I'll see if I can show you these another way, and we'll come back to that. Let's look at blister pack number 3. Now we get the hood for the Aston Martin DB5. Now you can see how large the hood is as compared to a 1/64 scale car. It's pretty dominating it. That's going to be a big car. It will definitely be very impressive. I'll go ahead and open this up, and we'll get a closer look at the hood. And here's the hood out of the blister pack. Very impressive finish and paint on it. Very high gloss. And you can see it has some nice graphics on here. Very impressive. And it's all metal. So you can see it is quite large. Real cool looking scoop. And so there's the hood. Let me get the other pack out and I'll be right back. So this is the blister pack number 4 that comes with this issue, and these happen to be some of the engine components, and we'll take these out and we'll get a closer look at them. Here's the parts from blister pack 4. We receive a metal cylinder head, and that's pretty heavy duty. All the other parts are going to be plastic or rubber, so this would be an accessory mount housing for the engine. And we get the cooling fan, and we get a plastic oil cap along with a rubber belt. So we will actually assemble this. There's a small procedure for that, and I'll come to that when we start the assembly phase of this review. Here's a closer look at the cylinder head. All metal. Closer look of the fan system. Along with the belt. Closer look at the serpentine belt and the oil cap. Here's blister pack number 5. This time we receive one of the tires and the weapons center console. So let me take these out, we'll get a closer look. Alright, here's a close-up of the tire and the weapons center console. Let's look at the tire here first. Wonderful tread pattern. All the details that you expect from a tire to have on it. It is very nice. Here's the center console. This is pretty cool here because it actually opens up to give. So what's cool about this is we can open it up and it has all the switches and details. So we have a button for the oil slick, the smoke screen. The buttons down below it weren't specified in Goldfinger. We have the front machine gun, left and right. The big silver switch is the revolving number plate selector. And lastly, we have the rear bulletproof screen. And here is blister pack number 6. This is the last blister pack we get with issue 2. And included in here we have the driver's wing mirror. We also have the weapons drawer and the roof panel. So I'll take these out and we'll get a closer look at them. Here are the parts for Blister Pack 6, and we do have the roof panel. The roof panel is metal, very large, and like I said, very nice finish on this. We will assemble this a little bit later. We also get the mirror, one of the mirrors. And we get the weapons drawer, which includes the grenade, a gun, the throwing knife, gun stock, gun barrel, silencer, and the drawer itself, which will slide into that seat that we assembled, I believe, in the last issue. Up next, we'll go ahead and assemble all the parts required for issue 2. So for issue 2, we will assemble the fan system, and they tell us we will receive more parts with issue 3 when it comes. So right now we just simply snap some parts together here. There's no glue required. They want us to go ahead and position it like so. The fan is actually going to snap in to this area right here, but you need to put the belt on first. So we will take the belt and put it in here as such, and then we'll slide the fan in. Should just snap in. Tight squeeze. And that's all we do with that, and we'll wait for the parts to arrive to complete it. Up next, we will assemble the weapons drawer, and of course we're going to need to have our seat that we assembled in the previous issue, issue 1. We'll have that here in a second, but we'll go ahead and just start putting the parts in, and it looks like they just go in with these little pins, just like such, and simply just slide in. Easy enough. And we'll put the silencer in next. A little more fiddly to do. There we go. That's snapped in there. A little closer look there. Silencer and the gun are in. And we'll go ahead and put the knife in next. That's snapped in pretty tight there. We'll go ahead and do the hand grenade next. There we go. Now the gun barrel. Looks like the little notches here. These little notches go in the bottom. Yeah, you can kind of see the cutouts right there. And then the barrel has little cutouts also that match. So we'll just throw that in. And that's how that looks. And the gun stock next. And there it is. Now we take it and we will slide it into the chair like such. See how that slides in here. There it is. Pulls out to reveal his assortment of weapons. And that completes issue 2 of the Eaglemoss James Bond Aston Martin DB5. This was super fun to assemble this issue. I look forward to the next issue to arrive where we will complete even more on the Aston Martin DB5. If you like what you see so far, please subscribe to Eaglemoss. I'll put a link below in the description on how you can subscribe. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell to follow all my updates. Stay tuned because I have a special announcement on the next video. Happy modeling, everybody. Rock on, James Bond.